Hey guys, how you doing? Back for another beer review. Another beer from Bo's Brewery, sent to me by Dale, brewed by me. Big thanks to him. This is a really interesting one. And actually a lot of the beers from Bo's are very interesting. This is starting to become sort of a specialty for Bo's. I think they've made a couple beers in this style now. This is Oiseau de Nuit. I guess I'm pronouncing that correctly, I don't know. It's a pumpkin gruit. Gruit, if you're not familiar, is basically how beer was made before hops became popular for bittering beers. Before bittering beers of hops, people would use all different types of herbs, just vegetation, anything, fruits, vegetables, anything that they had around. You could definitely see that sort of stuff happening with Belgian farmhouse ales back in the day. Spruce beers, big time, unhopped. All the bitterness and flavor usually came from the actual spruce added to those. So basically, people were looking for different ways to flavor their beers, and they didn't have hops at the time. So yeah, this basically predates hops, this style. This is, as I said, pumpkin gruit. It has pumpkin puree in it. Everything in this is organic, apparently. Pumpkin puree, cumin seeds, yarrow, which is some sort of fruit, I believe, and sweet gale, which is commonly used in a lot of commonly used in some gruits. Like it's used in their other beer. I think it's the Bogwater. Bogwater, I believe that's the name of it, and I think in the Bogfather, which I'm going to be doing here soon too. But yeah, and it has, although it says in this little descriptor with it that this is an unhopped, there's no hops in the brewing process. There actually is hop in this. It says 1 pellet. I don't know if they say that on the website. I don't know if that means they just dropped 1 pellet in afterwards, after it was brewed, or what. I don't know. I don't quite understand what's going on there. Whatever. But yeah, so we're gonna try it out. Number 29 in the Wild Oats series, and this is brewed in collaboration with Elysian Brewing out of Seattle, Washington. And apparently they must have a very good pumpkin beer of some sort, because the whole pumpkin side of this comes from them, whereas Bo's is now very familiar with brewing gruits. Alright. Well, it's a pretty dark orange copper sort of color. Nice little 1 finger of head there. Yeah. Alright, let's go right to the aroma. They also said on the descriptor this is similar to their Night Marzen. Apparently it's the same malt base basically for the Night Marzen. It's just that they don't have the hops this time around, I guess. So, and yeah, it smells like a Marzen. It really does. It's just big time malty. Your caramelly, toffee sort of malt. There's a little bit of spiciness and sweetness in the end. I don't know if I'm really picking up any pumpkin at all. I'm trying here. Because it seems like a Marzen and pumpkin edition would be a perfect pairing. It seems to make sense because they're both basically the same season kind of release thing, right? Pumpkin beers and Marzens. So yeah, I'm mostly just getting the malt, the straight up Marzen malt. I mean, if I smelled this not knowing what it was, I'd say it's a Marzen. Maybe a brown ale, but the color really not. But Yeah, I'd say if I was just going into this blind, I'd say it was some sort of Oktoberfest beer. Smells very nice, very, very good. So we'll go right to your taste now. Oh, I'm getting the cumin. There's definitely that nice spicy edge to it. Starts off malty. Not a lot of flavor, honestly. I don't know how old this bottle is. It might have faded quite a bit, who knows. But starting off with malt, I'm getting a bit of the sweet Gale. It's got an herbally spiciness in the finish. It also finishes kind of watery too. It's weird because starting up front it's low medium bodied, but by the time you get to the finish it feels watery. Yeah, I can't really say I'm getting all that much pumpkin. There's a little bit, there's an earthiness there that I attribute to pumpkins, sort of vegetable earthy quality. But it sort of blends in with the cumin and the sweet Gale to form this overall earthy, semi-spicy finish. Of course, not all pumpkin beers necessarily taste like pumpkin pie, okay? You got your two different sort of pumpkin beers, really. You got your pumpkin pie beers, and then you got your straight-up pumpkin, earthy, right out of the ground thing. And this certainly leans more in that direction. It's very nice. It's not particularly complex, but it's very easy drinking. It's very nice, but it basically just tastes like a slightly spicy Marzen, basically a Marzen with a spicy finish. It more than makes up for any earthy hops you usually would get in a Marzen. You get your German, your earthy German hops usually in a Marzen. Yeah, that's fine. So it's basically a Marzen with a little slight twist to it. Basically just a substitute of the sweet Gale, the pumpkin, cumin, and yarrow. I don't even know where the fuck that is. I don't know what yarrow tastes like in the first place, so I don't know. But I don't think I'm getting it. So it might have faded a bit, but this is actually really nice. If I was rating this, rating this as a Marzen, 3.5 out of 5, really. Yeah, it's okay. Getting a little bit of chocolate now from the malt. Yeah, it's not that exciting, but it's pretty good. It's not as special as they led you to believe with the description and everything. It was like, ooh, it grew it with pumpkin and yarrow and cumin and all kinds of interesting stuff. It must be wild. It's really not. It's very, very almost nondescript in a way. Honestly, I can't give it a high mark. There's nothing wrong with it. It just doesn't really live up to expectations, and it's just kind of plain in a way. So honestly, I'm gonna have to give that a 3 out of 5. So Ouzo de Nuit Pumpkin Gruit from Bose. We're getting a 3 out of 5 on that one. It's very nice. If you want, if you're interested in a Marzen that has a little bit of a different flavor profile, then that's for you. But Marzens are hard beers to make really great. Like it's not a style that really lends to exceptional beers with great character. So I can't say I'm all that disappointed. I didn't expect a world beater or anything like that, but it's a 3 out of 5 beer. All right. Cheers, guys. See you later.